off much faster than a come on stop. Be riding, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws, spitting 24 karat gold bars to a gunfight. I bring a blowtorch, spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you, like Cardi done told you. You think it's a game? I bought the controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. Been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just went bought her a stroller. My just lost his father. I just went bought her my shoulder.
And I'm getting smarter and older. Call Mr. Carter the Yoda. We do this all for the culture. I bought a house in Miami. And I'm lying, it's cheaper. I bought it in Boca. My just lost his mom. Ain't shit I can do. I just called him and offered some closure. Then I pulled off in a Rover. I thought that I told you my the talking. I'm back on the road again. Been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These don't wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you chase your dream. Though you just gotta open your eyes.
Cause it's safer. Can I find a love a little later? This came too soon and I'm not sure what to make of you. And all of these butterflies, suddenly you're always on my mind. But I start the flow of emotions.
So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Framber Valdez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here comes Lane Thomas. Just missed. Packed house here at Daikin Park. And that drops in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. On the ground, could be two. And Guerrero is set down. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
Swinging a foul straight back. That misses the zone. Ball one.
I got one ball.
Runner at second, two down. Here in the third and final game of the series. And there's a hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. That ball looked and sounded like it was shot out of a cannon. Absolutely demolished at 117 miles per hour, which is extremely rare, but I bet he wishes he got just a little more lift on it, because if he would have, it would have gone way out of here.
Now a chance for Jhonkensy Noel. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
The pitch. And that one fouled off. Santander, the lead runner at second. Pasquantino at first, 2 out of the inning. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Chris Bassett.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Base knock center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Here's Corey Seager. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. And that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter or 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And that is downstairs. And 1-1.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
2 outs. Drops into the glove, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Green goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds. A former first-round pick back in 2019. And the slider just misses. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Green on at first, nobody out. And now 1-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Long run, nice grab. Out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Inside,
ball
and
one.
that's ball one. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first,
He's out.
and that will end the inning. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now it's Jake Burger to hit. Ball one there. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Next one is off the plate. And the count is 3-1. Late swing, fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Victor Caratini in the box now. Takes strike 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball,
No outs. Runners at first and second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This one looks like trouble. One runs in, runner around third, on his way to the plate. The relay, he's in there.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Caratini stands at second with no outs. Base hit. Coming home. Throw cut off to third. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Tyler Fitzgerald. Noel right there to make the grab. And there's one down. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Thomas makes his way towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Relay throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. On to the 3rd inning, and now for the Jays, Lane Thomas. Valdez back to work. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. That one ripped, and that's just foul. And that's in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. See you later. That's one way to quiet the crowd. And we're level. It's 2-2. Vladdy batting for the 2nd time. And that's strike 1. In the air, right side. Carpenter makes the catch, and there's one gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Santander in the box with one away as he takes ball one. That misses, and that's ball two.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
That one the other way. Carpenter makes the play. 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Taps softly to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
Next pitch is outside. And that's in the dirt.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Strike on the outside. Full count now.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Guerrero the toss to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. And here's Corey Seager to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. That's in there. That's strike 1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Swung on, belted. Thomas ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And that's fouled off. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pasquantino makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Houston, and now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at bats.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and that gives them a lead. It's 3-2. At the plate, Riley Green. Fouled off. He was late. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Fitzgerald snags it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Kirk, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is downstairs.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That misses the zone. 3-1. Right side. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. That one off the mark. Going to count 1 and 2. And down on strike. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Thomas on the move. Hauls it in for the out. Now at the plate, Jake Burger. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that misses. Ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
That one's in there.
1 and 2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Clement tosses to first. Got him.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. The throw is late, and he reaches safely.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Dubon in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Houston, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Andres Gimenez. Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Thomas in the box again, takes a strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike.
High leg kick.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Line drive, leaps and he's got it.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
Vladdy stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
1-0.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's off the inside corner. 3-1. That to right. Carpenter in position, reaches for it, but it's foul. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Down the line, it's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Santander, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Fought off foul. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So up next for Toronto, Vinny Pasquantino. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. Nope, he held back. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out, and that is that. Back here at Daikin Park, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Tyler Fitzgerald. That misses. Ball 1. Fitzgerald, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball. And that one finds its way through. And that turns the lineup over.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
That one's in there, and that's strike 2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The 0-2. Runner takes off. Pitch inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes, McDowell.
Fitzgerald leads off second with nobody out. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Pitch misses, and now 3-2. To third, tag, got him. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. The Jays leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One and 2 now. Altuve waits.
Ball 2.
And that just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Seager stands in now. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. And Seager is set down. Inning over. All right, we go to the top half of. New pitcher now, Taylor Scott.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
There's a strike.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Makes the catch for the out. Riley Green getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next offering misses. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss at a slider. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Get out of town. And they add a run. It's 5-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And he makes the grab. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Martin back to work.
Counts 1-0.
And that's in the dirt. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Kerry Carpenter digs in now. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Burger. He's 0 for 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Carpenter leads off first with 1 away. Clement. There's one. Throw goes to second. Vic Caratini at the plate. Way back there. And it hits the fence. Coming home. The relay to the plate. In there safely. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. Fouled off left side.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on. See if you can get a stolen base. Maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And now the count is even. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
All over that one right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Fitzgerald brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Up and in, and that's ball one.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base. Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch is downstairs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. And misses inside. And
Ball
another
2.
ball. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. So now 2 on and 2 outs. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because
the Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Brian King. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Pasquantino in the box now. Takes strike 1.
that pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Inside, just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Got him looking. Huge. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Tyler Fitzgerald up next for the Astros. Swing and a miss. 1 out, bases empty.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Jeremy Pena, the next to hit. 1 for 3. That's in there. Strike 1. Late on that fastball.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. This one could be trouble.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Ground ball left side, but it kicks foul. The tying run at the plate.
Outside, that's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way out.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here in Houston, now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Facing the defeated, number 5, Norman Bronco.
There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
The left fielder, number 31.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Up the middle. It's through for a hit.
Back-to-back base hits. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Clement in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Right through there for a strike. Clement tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. And it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. He goes down looking. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here in Houston, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So now the Astros designated hitter, Corey Seager.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Garcia moving back for it, and that is gone. He sends it out of here. And they're chipping away. It's 6-4. And here is Isaac Paredes. That's outside. Ball 1. Green, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. On the ground to third. On to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Next to hit, Kerry Carpenter.
you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one clips the corner.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Got him. 2 out. So up next, Jake Burger. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. New inning getting started. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Luis Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Caratini hauls it in, and there's one away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they add a run. It's 7-4. Base is empty, one away. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. This one in the air center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away down. 2 down, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Vinny Pasquantino. Base hit, left center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
2 outs. That one inside. And now it's even 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Next offering is fouled back. Pasquantino, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one just misses. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Back here at Daikin Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. And a strike in there. Next offering is down low. It gets down, a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner at first with no outs here. There's a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can.
Clement, good feed. That's one. How about that double play?
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And first offering is fouled off. foul ball. This could end it. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2. Now one missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit.
That's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton.